All right, this is the Module 11 review. So this is part 3 of your review. Okay, so tell whether the statement is true or false. If it's false, tell what word could replace the underlined word to make the statement true. A cross section is a two-dimensional figure formed when a three-dimensional figure is cut. Select the answers from the drop-down correctly to complete the statement. And of course, that is true. Okay, the underline, it doesn't need to be replaced, right? Okay. Got it? Good. All right, moving on. All right, tell whether the statement's true. Okay, so a pentagon is a polygon with 6 sides. And of course, we know that that is false because a pentagon has, okay, should be replaced with a hexagon. A pentagon has 5 sides, a hexagon has 6 sides. Okay, check it, read it. All right, question number 3. A triangular prism has 3 faces that are triangles. Okay, well, nope. In a prism, when you're defining it, the faces are just 2 of them. It would be a triangular pyramid if all 3 faces were triangles. So this is false, and it should be, um, well, should be replaced with hexagons, should be replaced with rectangles. Okay, and that would be your answer. Should be replaced with rectangles. Okay. All right, moving on. Question number 4. Okay, a pyramid is sliced vertically from the vertex. What figure is represented there? Okay, and hopefully you can see that that is a triangle. Okay, check it. I am moving on. All right, we slice this prism horizontally, and what shape is that? Of course, that is a pentagon, 5-sided figure. Okay, all right. The bases of the triangular prism are isosceles triangles. Okay, there. Darren and Rhea each cut the prism to make a cross section. The cross section from Darren's cut is a triangle. Cross section from Rhea's cut is a rectangle. How did each one of them cut them? So Darren, of course, went horizontal, right? Because if he slices this horizontally, it's going to get another triangle. So horizontal, okay? And of course, it would be a top and a bottom. Rhea cut it vertical and divided it into left and right portions, okay? All right, hopefully that makes sense. Moving on to question number 7. Okay, a gift box made from cardboard is shaped like a trapezoidal prism. See the 2 faces here? They're both trapezoids, and of course, the rest of the faces are rectangles of some sort. It takes 84 square centimeters of cardboard to make the flaps to glue the box together. How many square centimeters of cardboard are needed to make the box and the flaps? Okay, so I know that 84 square centimeters make the flaps. Okay, those are those are all the sides that I peel up, right? Okay, um, make the flaps. But what about the make the box? Okay, and then of course I'm going to add that all together. All right, so I'm trying to find surface area. Okay, so of course that's going to equal 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter of the base multiplied times the height. So we've got a um, trapezoid right here, okay? And I need to find the area of that trapezoid. Now it says it takes 84 square centimeters of cardboard to make the flaps. So I'm pretty sure that they're saying that the flaps are the trapezoids, okay? Well, let's just calculate that out and let's find that out first. So I know that to find the area of the trapezoid, I've got to go base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 multiplied times the height. So the top of my trapezoid is 12. The bottom of my trapezoid is 24, so it's twice as big. 24. I'm going to divide that by 2 and multiply it times the height of my trapezoid, which is 8. Okay. 12 plus 24. Divide that by 2. Okay, that's 18. And I'm going to multiply that times So I've got 144 is the area of my base, and I just need to simply multiply that times 2. So I've got 2 times 144, okay, for the first part. All right, now I need to find what is the perimeter of my, well, I've got 10 here, 24 here, 10 here, and 12 here. So I'm just going to simply add all those up. 10 plus 12 plus 10 plus 24. Okay, that gives me 56. So 56 times what is the height of my, what is the height? Okay. All right, and then of course my height is how far apart the faces are, and then the faces are 20 apart. So don't get confused with this height right here, which is the height of my base. I need how far apart are the faces. So this is times 20. And lastly, after I got that, I'm going to add what the flaps are. So I'm going to add that 84 in there. So 2 times 144 is 288. Okay, and then I've got 56 times 20. So 56 times 20 is 1120. 1120, and then I'm going to add the flaps in there, which is 84, and that's going to give me my answer. Okay. 288 plus and plus 84, and that gives me my answer of 1492. Okay. All right. And of course, if you want to see the hint, add all the area, the boxes, add the amount of needed for the flaps, and that's what I did last. Check it, and we're good. All right, moving on. Question 8. Gotta clear this off. All right, square prism and equilateral triangle prism have bases that have the same side measures for inches. About how much greater is the surface area of the square versus the triangle? So I need to find the surface area of the square pyramid. I'm sorry, square prism and the triangular prism. Okay. All right. So again, we want to do 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter of the base multiplied by the height, how far away the faces are. So this is a square, right? So that's going to be 4 times 4. Okay, so I know I'm going to get 16. So that's going to be 2 times 16. This is just the square for the 2 capital B. What's my perimeter? Well, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, that's 16 for my perimeter. And of course, they're 6 inches apart. So we'll do that calculation last. Now let's talk about our triangle. Okay, I know I need to go 1/2 base times height. My base is 4. My height is 3.5. So 4 times 3.5. And then I'm going to find half of that. I'm going to divide by 2. Okay, so 4 times 3.5, divide that by 2, and what do I get? I get 7. Okay, so this is going to be 2 times 7, okay, and then plus, now each side is 4, because it says it's an equilateral triangle, so all 3 sides are the same, so 4 plus 4 plus 4, of course, is 12, and I'm multiplying that by how far apart they are? 6. All right, so let's do the math. Okay, 2 times 16, that's 32. 16 times 6, so 96. So 32 plus 96, 128. Maybe I can get that color back. I don't know. All right, nope. All right, now let's find this one. 2 times 7, we know that's 14. Okay, 12 times 6, 72 plus 14, that's 86. Okay, 128 minus 86, that's 42. And there's your answer. Okay, just a simple comparison problem. of steps that you know how to do. Just following the steps. All right, moving on to the next one. All right, question number 9. Okay, so we're going to use the polygon tool here to do this. Okay, School Garden Club is making the garden bed shown. I got a length of, I don't know what it is. I got a width, I don't know what it is, but I know the height is 3/4 of a foot. It needs to hold 24 cubic feet of soil when full. Use the polygon tool to draw a rectangle on the grid that represents a possible length and width of the bed. Okay, so I need to multiply some number to get to 24. Okay, all right, so what could be some possible numbers? All right, I'm multiplying this number times this number, and then basically I'm multiplying it times 0.75. Okay, so this one's a little bit tough. Okay, so I kind of have to reverse engineer this because I know 3/4 times some number times some number equals 24. So how do I move this over here? I multiply times the reciprocal. I want to get this to equal 1, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 4/3. 4/3. Okay, so 24 times 4 divided by 3 now gives me 32. Okay, so some number times some number has to equal 32. Okay, and if each one of these rectangles represents 1 square unit, I need to find something that would give me 32 square units. So what are some numbers that you could get to get 32? And the one that comes to my mind is 8/4, because 8 times 4 equals 32. So I'm going to use this polygon tool here. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I think that's how you do it. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2. There we go. I know how to do this. All right. Well, it's not letting me do it, but your box dimensions. Let's see. There we go. I need to go back and click that. All right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to make another one there and make another one there and make another one there. And you see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is your answer. Okay. Because 8 times 4 equals 32, and 32 times 3 divided by 4, okay, will give you 24. All right, check it. And I know it's correct. So, all right, moving on to question number 10. All right, let me clear off my screen here. All right, Wes is making candles, hexagonal prism. Okay, remember, we want to know how much the base of each candle rectangle hexagon with an area of 10.4 square inches. The wax Wes is using to make the candles cost 10 cents per cubic inch to near cent. How much will it cost for all 20 candles? Okay, so we want to find what here? We want to find the volume of it, right? Okay, so volume is area of the base multiplied times the height, right? And of course, because I know that because it's in cubic inches, okay, and I need to multiply my final answer times 20, right? Whatever I get. Okay, so I have the area of the base, right? 10.4. So 10.4. Okay. And the height of it, well, that's 4, right? So 10 to 4. Okay. 10.4 times 4. So I know it's 41.6. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to multiply that times 20 candles. 20 candles, 832. Okay, cubic inches. But they're 10 cents a piece. So now I need to multiply that times 0.1. That gives me my total, which is $83.20. Don't say 0.2, it's money. $83.20. Hey, we're good. All right, moving on. Question number 11. Let me clear this off. Okay. Surface area of a cube is 150. What is the volume of the cube? Okay, so we actually did this problem in task number 1 of module 11.4. And if you remember, the surface area is, there's 6 surfaces to a cube, right? So 6 times the side length squared. All right, and that's the surface area of a cube. All right, and if you remember, volume of a cube is area of the base times the height, but it's also going to be length times width times height. So I'm basically going to take whatever one of my sides is, and I'm going to multiply it by itself 2 more times to cube it. Okay. All right, because you can also say volume of A is side cubed, because all 3 of those are going to be the same. All right, so I know that surface area is 150. So I've got 150 equals 6s squared. So first thing I got to do is get s squared by itself. So I'm dividing both sides by 6. So I've got 150 divided by 6. That gives me 25. So hopefully now you can see what the answer is. So now 25 equals s squared. To get rid of a square, I do the opposite operation, which would be to square root it. Okay, and the square root of 25 is 5, because 5 times 5 is 25. Now transfer this over. One's an S, one's a 5. Okay, transfer this over. Now it's 5 times 5 times 5, which you can see the answer is 125. Okay. All right, hopefully that was helpful. Again, I got that right from task number 1. We did that almost pretty much the exact same problem, except we used, I know the number was 3 and it was 27. So whatever it was, like 81 or something like that, I believe is what the original amount was. No, 54. I'm sorry, 54. All right, let's go on to the next question. All right, question number 12. Okay, Amber's making a scratching post for her cat. The scratching post is composed of 2 rectangular prisms, dimensions shown. So this one's pretty involved. So first we're going to deal with the top here, and then we'll deal with that bottom part. So first, okay, I know there's a square on top, so that's 3 times 3, right? So that's going to be 9, okay? And then I've got 4 sections, because it's a square, that are 23, and that's 23 and a half, so 23.5 by 3. And I have 4 of those sections. So 4 times whatever 23.5 times 3 is. All right. Now, again, I'm not carpeting the bottoms of these, so I'm not carpeting the bottom of this, but I'll actually need to subtract it out of this bottom piece. So whatever I get by multiplying these numbers and adding 9 to it, it's going to give me the answer, and I'll calculate that at the end. All right, so now I've got this bottom square here, and I know that these are 16. So over there would be 16, and this is 14. Back here would be 14. And instead of 1 and 1/4, I'm just going to say 1.25. So let's see, I've got two sections that are 14 by 1.25. And then I've got two sections that are 16 by 1.25. And then I've got this last section up top, which is 14 by 16, but there's a 9-inch square cut out of the middle of it. So lastly, I've got this where I need to go 14 times 16, but then I have to subtract 9 from it because I'm not going to carpet that place right there. So let's do all this math calculation. Okay, what we need to do is in parentheses first. So we've got 23.5. Okay, 23.5 times 3. And we know we have 4 of those sections, so times 4. And then lastly, we're going to add 9 to it, so plus 9. So that top section, that whole thing is 291. Now I need to do each one of these individually here. So let's see, I've got 14 times 1.25, and I've got 2 of those, so times 2, that's 35. Okay, I've got 16 times 1.25, and I know I have 2 of those as well, so that's 40. And let's see, I've got a 14 by 16 section, but then I have to subtract 9 from it, so that's 215. And I'm going to add all these numbers together, and I know I have that 291 up there as well. And that should give me my answer. It's a pretty involved problem, as you can see. So 35 plus 40 plus 215 plus 291 equals 581 square feet. And that, my friends, is all she wrote. Okay, you are now ready to take your test. Good luck with it. Okay, and seek me out if you need any other help. Thanks for watching.